Stop everything. This is the crochet project your table has been waiting for. Hi, here is Julie. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, we're diving into a stunning crochet crocus centerpiece that brings vibrant spring energy to any space. Whether you're looking to add a handmade touch to your home decor, create a unique gift, or just love crocheting flowers, this project is packed with texture, color, and charm. We'll walk step by step through crafting realistic crocus blooms, textured leaves, and a beautiful base that ties it all together. So grab your yarn, hook, and let's bring this crochet flower garden to life. All the materials are going to be listed down below. Okay, so we are going to start first by making 3 of our flowers, and to make the flower we are going to start with a ball. So you are going to need your cream color for this, and then we are going to crochet the stem, petals, stamens, and leaves. So okay, so to get started, go ahead and take your cream color and make a magic ring. I'm working with my 2.5mm hook. Pull up a loop and then chain 1 to secure your work. Inside of the magic ring for round 1, we'll make 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we are going to work in continuous rounds. So this means you need a stitch marker for your very first stitch to know where your rounds starts, or you can use a piece of yarn that doesn't belong to your project and put this like so to mark your round. Now for round 2, we are going to increase in each stitch around. So go into your very first stitch and make 2 single crochets. So you are increasing in each stitch around. This means you are making 2 single crochets in each stitch. At the end of round 2, you will have a total of 12 single crochets. Now for round 3, you are going to make 1 single crochet in your first stitch and 1 increase into the next. And again 1 single crochet and 1 increase, and this is going to be your pattern repeat all the way around. At the end of round 3, you will have a total of 18 single crochets. Round 4, 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches and 1 increase into the next. So your pattern repeat is going to be 2 single crochets, 1 increase. At the end of round 4, you are going to have a total of 24 single crochets. For round 5, your pattern repeat is going to be 3 single crochets, 1 increase. So 1, 2, 3, and 1 increase. Repeat all the way around. At the end of round 5 you will have a total of 30 single crochets. Round 6 you will have 4 single crochets and 1 increase. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 increase. Repeat all the way around. At the end of round 6 you will have a total of 36 single crochets. For round 7 you will have 5 single crochets, 1 increase. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 1 increase into the next. Repeat all the way around. At the end of round 7 you will have a total of 42 single crochets. Now from row 8 up to row 14 you will single crochet in each stitch around. So you will single crochet over your 42 single crochets again from row 8 until row 14. So for a total of 7 rows of 7 rounds. Now go ahead and start stuffing as you go. Now for round 15 we are going to make 5 single crochets and 1 decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And to make a decrease you can single crochet 2 stitches together, or you can make a invisible decrease. And to make an invisible decrease you are going to go through the front loop of the next stitch and then the next stitch through the front loop only. And now you are going to yarn over and pull through your 2 front loops like so, and then finish your single crochet. And this is a invisible decrease. Now you can choose if you want to make a regular decrease, like single crocheting 2 stitches together, or make an invisible decrease. So this is going to be your repeat all the way around for round 15. So I've made 5 single crochets and then 1 decrease. At the end of round 15 you will have a total of 36 single crochets. For round 16 you are going to single crochet over your 36 single crochets from the previous round. So round 16, single crochet in each stitch around. For round 17 you will have 4 single crochets and 1 decrease. So 2, 3 and 4 and 1 decrease. Repeat all the way around. At the end of round 17 you will have a total of 30 single crochet. For round 18 you will single crochet in each stitch around. So round 18 you will have a total of 30 single crochets. So go ahead and stuff firmly. You really need to stuff as you go. And you can also wrap the yarn around your index finger to keep a tight tension. Now for round 20 you will single crochet over your 24 single crochets from the previous round. So just make one single crochet in each single crochet from the previous round. For round 21 you will have 2 single crochets, so 1 and 2, and 1 decrease. This is going to be your pattern repeat all the way around. At the end of round 21 you will have a total of 18 single crochets. For round 22 you will single crochet over your 18 single crochets from the previous round. Now your stitches are very tight, so you can put your finger like inside of your work. Like so. So 18 single crochets for round 22. For round 23 you will have 1 single crochet and 1 decrease. And this is going to be your repeat all the way around. At the end of round 23 you will have a total of 12 single crochets. For round 24 you will single crochet over your 12 stitches, so 1 single crochet in each stitch from the previous round. Now for round 25 you will single crochet 2, 1 and 2, and then you will make 1 decrease. At the end of round 25 you will have 9 single crochets in total, since you are decreasing only 3 times. And now we are also going to start working with our green color to create the stem. So you are going to make your last decrease, your last stitch. You are going to finish with your green color. Now you can fasten off your cream. And now for round 26 up to round 29 you will single crochet over your 9 stitches with your green color. So 3 rounds in total. I just want to give you a quick look. You can put your tails inside of your work. So this one is out. Let me pull this in so that it's going to be on the inside of my work. And use the back of your hook. So if you have a crochet hook like me with a round end, you can use it to kind of press down your tails. And you need to stop firmly. So So use your hook and or something round. You can also use a pen and put your stuffing inside. There are a lot of people that they are using the scissor to put stuffing inside or tails, so I don't suggest doing this. You can actually hurt your yarn, so use a pen or something. Your bulb needs to be stuffed firmly before you are continuing making the stem. Okay, so now continue making 3 rounds with green. So you are working over your 9 single crochets. I have 1 done, so this is going to be my second stitch and my third. So work like this for a total of 3 rounds. Now for round 29, you will start with 1 decrease, and now I'm going to make a regular decrease since my stitches are very tight, and then single crochet into the next 7 stitches. So at the end of round 29 you will have a total of 8 single crochets. Now for round 30, 31 and 32, so 3 rounds in total, you will just single crochet over your 8 single crochets. So 3 rounds in total. Row 33, you will start with 1 decrease. So I'm making again a regular decrease, so single crochet 2 together, and then 1 single crochet into the next 6 stitches. At the end of round 33 you will have a total of 7 single crochets. Round 34 and 35 you will single crochet over your 7 stitches, so a total of 2 rounds, and then you are going to slip stitch to your first stitch, chain 1 and fasten off with green. Okay, now go ahead and push your tail inside of your work, and also you need to stuff the stem very firmly. So I'm using again the back of my crochet hook. Now stuff this firmly, and now we are going to make the petals. We are going to make 6 petals. Okay, now to make the petals, so you are going to make 6 petals. Go ahead and make a slip knot and then chain 10. We are going to start into the second chain from the hook. Make one single crochet and another single crochet into the next stitch. We are going to work around our chain. Now make one half double crochet into the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and in your very last chain you are going to make 5 half double crochets. So all of your 5 half double crochets into the last chain. 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now working on the other side of the chain, and try also working over your starting tail. We are going to make first 6 half double crochet. So right here in this gap, let me pull in a little bit. So this was your last chain. We are going to start in these gaps. So 6 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1 single crochet in your next 2 stitches. And now you are going to slip stitch to your first stitch. So not this one here, this is your turning chain. This one here, this was your first stitch. Slip stitch and slip stitch into the next. 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2 and 3. 1 half double crochet into the next 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now we are going to make 5 half double crochet increases. So we are going to increase into the next 5 stitches by making 2 half double crochet in each stitch. So 5 increases. 1, 2, 3, 4 and my 5th increase. I'll make 1 half double crochet into the next 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2 and 3. and slip stitch into the next. Now chain 1 and fasten off. Leave a little bit of a tail, about 20 centimeters, for the sewing. Pull through like so. Now go ahead and make 6 in total. So for each flower you are going to have 6 petals in total. I'm going to work mine off camera. Make the stamens. Go ahead and take your yellow and make a slip knot. So I'm working with my 2.5 millimeter hook, right? And you are going to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and starting into the second chain from the hook, we are going to make 1 slip stitch and then 1 slip stitch in your remaining chains. You are going to have a total of 7 slip stitches. So 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and now you are going to chain again 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and again starting into the second chain from the hook, make a slip stitch and then in your remaining 6 chains, so you will have again a total of 7 slip stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and again you are going to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Start into the second chain, make your slip stitches, and again you will have a total of 7 slip stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you are going to chain 1 and fasten off. Leave a little bit of a tail for the sewing. Pull through, and now take again your yellow. Leave about 20 centimeters of starting tail and then make a slip knot, and you are going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and in this first chain right here make 5 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and now we are going to close this. So go ahead and slip stitch into your very first stitch, and now you are going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and slip stitch into the next, and again chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into the next, 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 chain 1 and fasten off. Now pull your longer tail also on this side of your work, so this is the right side of your work. And now go through one of your chains like so and pull your starting tail through so that you have a loop on your hook. And now you are going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Starting into the second chain from the hook, you are going to slip stitch 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now slip stitch to in one of your chains to close this gap like so. Chain 1, pull through, and now take your yarn needle and thread your yarn needle with your tail. Now you are just going to sew this gap to close. And then go down to weave in your end. And also thread your needle with the shorter tail and weave in. Just like this. You can now trim. And now take again your needle and pull the long tail through the needle. And now we are going to sew this piece to this piece right here. Just like so. And now you are going to take your bulb and put this a little bit inside of the bulb. And now you are going to sew like so, around, all the way around. Now hide your tail in, and this one here also. I've got tangled. And now give a gently pull and then cut. Here also. This is what we have for now. Now let me show you how to make the leaves. Okay, so we are going to have 3 leaves, and I'm just going to show you one of them, the largest one. So you are going to start with a chain of 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. Starting into the second chain from the hook, make 1 slip stitch and then 1 single crochet in your remaining 14 chains. And once you're at the end, you are going to chain 1, fasten off and leave a little bit of tail for sewing. And this was the largest leaf. Now you need to make 3 of them. So 1 large, a medium, this is the largest one, and then you will have a medium one and a small one. To make the medium leaf, you are going to chain 14 and start into the second chain from the hook, make 1 slip stitch, and then you will have 12 single crochets. And the small one, you are going to start with a chain of 12, starting into the second chain from the hook, make 1 slip stitch and then 1 single crochet in your remaining 10 chains. So I'm going to work my 2 leaves off camera and then meet you back again to show you how to assemble the petals and leaves. Okay, now let's sew the petals around. So we are going to sew around the stamens. Now you are going to hold one of the petals like so. So the right side of the work is going to face the stamens. And then just go through the stem and through the petal and sew this in place. Now I'm holding like so, and I'm going to go also up here with 2 stitches like so, and then make a French knot, 1 and 2. And now I'm going to go down to hide in my tail and trim off the excess yarn like so. And now I'm not going to let you watch me how I'm sewing all my petals, so let me explain. You are going to sew your second petal here and a third petal on this side here, and then the other 3 petals are going to be sewn in between. So you will have here 2 petals, and then you're going to put the other 3 petals in between like so. See, they are in between. So I have 3 down here and then 3 up here. And then once you've sewn your petals, you are just going to take your leaves and then sew them down here where you've started with your green color around the stem like so. 1, 2, and a third one. Okay, so I'm going to finish this off camera, and I'm going to make a total of 3 flowers, and then I'll meet you back here to show you how to make the tray and grass. Okay, so once you've done your flowers, now it's time to create the base where we are going to glue the flowers on. And to do this, I am working with brown and light brown, and I'm going to make a chain, and also with my 6mm hook, and I'm going to make a chain that is 20 centimeters long. So make a chain that is going to be 20 centimeters. Okay, so I've chained 25. Now go ahead and chain 1 more. This is going to be your turning chain. And now we are going to single crochet in each chain across. At the end of the first round, you are going to have a total of 25 single crochets. So first row done. Now the second row that you are going to repeat, we want to create some dirt. So you are going to chain 1. This is going to be your turning chain, and then turn your work, single crochet into the first and treble crochet into the next. You are now on the wrong side of your work. And again, your repeat is going to be 1 single crochet and 1 treble crochet. We are going to create some texture that is going to look like dirt. So this is going to be your pattern repeat, 1 single crochet and 1 treble crochet. Okay, now go ahead and repeat these 2 rows, and I'll meet you back again. Okay, so I've worked a total of 19 rows. Now you are just going to chain 1 and fasten off like so, and weave these 2 ends in on the back side of your work. And my panel measures, so it's turned out to be 23 by 19. Now on our dirt we are going to create the grass, and then afterwards we are going to place our flowers like so. Okay, now let me show you how to make the grass. So to make the grass, I'm going to work with this yarn here. This is a weight 4 yarn. Okay, so you are going to make a slip knot, and we are going to attach here to the bubble stitch with a slip stitch, and then chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and we are now going to slip stitch down the chain, so you will have 6 slip stitches in total. 5, excuse me, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now we are going to travel by making slip stitches, so 1 and 2 to the next bubble, and we don't want our blade of grass to be the same length, so now I'm going to chain only 4 and then slip stitch down the chain, so you will have 3 slip stitches in total, 2 and 3, and then I'm going to travel again by making slip stitches, 1, 2 and another one, so that I'm here in front of my bubble, and 3, and now I'm just going to chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and then I'm going to slip stitch down the chain, so I'm going to have 7 slip stitches in total this time. Like so, and then slip stitch in my panel, to travel to the next bubble. I'm slip stitching here and here, and now I'm going to chain 6 again, and then slip stitch down the chain. So basically this is it. This is how you are going to make your grass onto your panel, and once I have this done, I'll meet you back for the finishing detail. Okay, now once you've made your grass, you are going to chain 1 and fasten off, and now you are going to pull your tail through your work, and also here at the beginning, and turn. The wrong side is facing you, and you are just going to tie a few knots, just like so, and also here. You can now trim this down at this point. Okay, and this is the dirt and your grass, and Now I want you to take your felt. So if you have sturdy felt, you can use this, or use a piece of thicker cardboard. And to finish this dirt with grasses, go ahead and use a marker and you are going to trace the panel to your felt. So I'm leaving a little bit of space right here, so I'm not going to go up to the edge of my dirt, so it's going to be a little bit down here, so I don't want to be able to see the felt, like so. And I'm going to lift right here a little bit to be able to trace, like so. And I also want this edge to go down to cover the felt. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it. And now take a pair of sharp scissors, cut this out. Okay, now let me show you how it's going to look on the back. So I want you to take your hot glue gun and glue your felt or your cardboard on the back side of the dirt of your panel, and it should look something like this, so that when you are turning your panel, the felt is going to be totally covered. So I'm going to do this off camera and set aside for a few minutes so to let it dry, and I'll meet you back to show you how to place your flowers. Now in the meantime, while my dirt is drying, so it's all done, let me show you how to make these flowers. So we are going to have 3 of these flowers, and to do this you are just going to make each flower 6 of your petals, so only the petals 6, and you are going to leave a longer tail so that we can sew this together only on one petal. Now let me show you how to attach the petals together. So we are first going to attach 3 of them together. Just like so. Now take another petal and place this petal in between these 2 petals, like this. And now you are going to take another petal and place it in between these 2, like so. And now take your last petal and then place this petal in between these 2. And now on the back side of your work, you are going to make a knot to secure your work, like so. And you can trim this down. And now to make the stamens, we are going to take our yellow yarn and I'm going to make some French knots. So go from the back of your work up, leave a little bit of a tail, and this is how you are going to make your French knot. So go through one of the stitches and now wrap 4 times around the needle. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and now pull your needle through, bring your yarn down, and now go down your work like so. Now I'm going to come up here and make another knot by wrapping 4 times around my needle, and 4, and then bring your yarn down and down your work. So repeat this step 6 times in total. Now the last one is going to be here into the middle, and for this I'm going to wrap around my needle 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Bring this down and down your work like so. And now on the wrong side of your work you are just going to make a triple knot and then trim this down and make 3 of them. Okay, and now it's time to glue everything together. So this is how I'm going to glue my 3 small flowers. I'm using my hot glue gun for this. And press this down like so. And now take your larger flowers, so with the bulb, and you are going to kind of flatten this out and put some glue. And I'm going to press this down like so. And my second one, and press this down. And my third one. And now I'm going to set this aside and wait until it's all dried. Your crochet centerpiece is now complete. How gorgeous is that? Whether it's brightening up your dining table, your office desk, or gifting joy to a loved one, this floral creation is sure to turn heads. If you love this project, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more crochet tutorials, tips, and inspiration. Take me in your makes. I'd love to see your version of this beautiful springtime decor. Happy hooking and keep those creative vibes blooming. Bye bye!